Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Urza Masters Magic. Last episode we just finished assaulting Kyrie's fortress, or Cherie's fortress I should say, and have banished her never to return. Because she does not have any other cities and therefore doesn't have anything to return to. Normally if your fortress gets knocked out, you get to cast the Spell of Return, which every wizard has at the beginning of the game, and it's probably in the special spells here. Spell of Return here. Normally it costs 1,000. I get to cast it for 750 should I ever need it, because I have that cool Rune Master ability. But anyway, it enables a wizard to return if your fortress is captured. You will... In fact, that is the only time you may cast it, and it's casted automatically in that case. And once it's finished, it takes a number of turns based on your spell casting skill as per all spells. You'll get to pick a city that you control to return to. Until then, you can still move your forces normally and play the game. You just can't cast any spells, unless maybe you have heroes who can cast spells. I think you can still use those. But anyway, Cherie does not have any other cities, which is why she was completely and utterly defeated, rather than simply banished. As a consequence, I also got some spells from her, to include... what were they? If I flip through here. Resist Elements, I think was one of them. Oh yeah, that's a really handy one. This is the one I wanted when I was fighting the sprites. And in fact, it is something I'm going to want to cast over land, because I'm about to assault some sprites, as a matter of fact. And the other one was a summoning... oh yeah, Cockatrices, that's right. So I can summon those nasty things of my own. So those can be a potentially useful unit to have if I'm going against fantastic units, which I will be doing. Right now the game plan is sort of going after as many of these monster nodes as I can. There's like these two are probably doable at this point. And consolidating my position. Also exploring more of the map, particularly Arcanus, because there are still... oops. There is still one wizard I have not made contact with at all. And Cherie over here, she has a broken crystal. She's not in the game anymore. Taran is still not happy with me because he's an insane madman who keeps poisoning my land. Raven, on the other hand, we still have a wizard pact. He's currently neutral. And in fact, since I'm thinking about him, why don't I give him a phone call on the magical mirror here and see if he wants to exchange any spells. No, he still has just those two. Forget it. My casting skill is currently 62. I'm not currently working to improve it. I think right now my power is better spent just turning it into mana and possibly research. Because I have a bunch of spells I want to cast. And power, increasing your spell, or your casting power I should say, your casting skill rather, there's sort of a point of diminishing returns, because the amount of mana it costs to increase it by 1 point is equal to twice your current casting skill. So, since my skill is currently 62, it will require 124 points of mana to improve it by 1 point. So if I want to improve it all the way to, let's say, 70, that would require 62 times 2 plus 63 times 2 plus 64 times... hundreds and hundreds of mana. Maybe not worth it. I mean, later in the game when you're really flush, maybe it is worth it, but at this point I think my magic points are better spent actually casting spells and researching new spells. So that all being said, since Cherie's no longer around, I can actually take this unit and do some scouting with it, which I might actually do. My main army is here. I have 2 units of spiders, also 2 sprites. I don't know if I want more sprites at this point. So where am I going to be attacking at this point? Probably right here. Here or there. One of these two. We'll go for the sprites first. And we're going to want to cast magic immunity on my heroes. Or not magic immunity. Resist elements. Because it gives them +3 defense to magical attacks, so it would make Zaldron up to 10, and a single unit of sprites attacks with a strength of 12 at full strength. So a ton of sprites might still be able to do damage to him. unfortunately. Maybe bringing him might not be a great idea. So actually, what I might want to do is send a sacrificial... How much is this going to cost? 576, that's a lot of money. Is anything here that's not in the middle of building something that I can, like, hurry up and... Oh, you should just finish that. In fact, what I'm going to do at this point is... I'd like to enchant some roads so I can move around more quickly. That would be pretty cool. Because I want some, like, sacrificial units to throw in here just to see what I'm dealing with. I'll just use part of their garrison. That's fine. Or I can use Bashan, although Bashan will actually probably die immediately before I get to do anything. Okay, it'll probably cost me some... this unit might survive, we'll see. We'll go ahead and send it towards the node. And this unit, we'll just go ahead and explore some. Sprites make great explorers. And he has stopped casting nasty stuff on my land for right now. So my priests are actually idle. So healing spell. He's an iron to listen. Okay, so these priests are not the... How much does it cost to make them, by the way? 100? Yeah, they're not super cheap. Not like spearmen that I would want to actually send in as bait, but a single unit of them possibly might be... I'll send them over here for now. And have these been... Neither of these have been explored, so we'll take a look in. Just sprites, okay. A few shadow demons. And that one's unexplored as well. Okay, lots of stuff here I have not explored. And Almira, we're going to want to pop some of these nodes as well, like regular sprites, doom bats, unexplored stuff. Yeah, we don't have any immediate threats like we did before. We've accomplished our main goal of dealing with Shari. And actually, this is a good point to take a look at the astrologer and see where we stand. Tauron has a pretty strong army relative to me, but my power and production and spell power are greatly outstripping the other wizards at this point, because I have so many nodes and also node mastery. We've completed our research of Detect Magic, a useful spell I'll probably want to cast. I actually probably should have cast something before I ended the turn last time, but oh well. Pathfinding is a very nice unit enchantment. It enables a target unit and any unit stacked with it to travel over land terrain as if it were traveling over roads, only half a point per square. That's very, very useful. Nature's Cures is also very useful. But what I really want right now is Enchant Item. And it's not on my research list, so I'm going to research something cheap just so I can clear it off of my list, and that'll be Warp Creature. We get a Smithy. We're going to want... Wow, we have no garrison at all. How about some Spearmen? And what am I going to research? I'm not research. What am I going to cast? More spiders might not be amiss. Cockatrices aren't... having a unit of them in my army might not be bad. Firestorm is great against cities. It's not great against lairs because you can't... Yeah, they're not, like, on the map quote unquote, and so you can't cast them you can't hurt them that way. I really want to complete this road segment here to make enchanting it worthwhile. But my road builder is currently down there. So actually, how are we doing on construction? You're building a mechanician's guild. Yeah, that might have been I might have thrown away some. Here, build a bank. And we're actually losing money in this city because I have so much stuff here. Wow, cathedral, builder's hall. Yeah, we probably want a bank. How much money do we have? Why don't we buy the bank? Buying a bank seems... because it'll actually give us money over the long term. And who here is currently... You're building the Alchemist's Guild. Here, we'll have you just buy engineers. That's fine. Fling money around like the rich person I am. What spell? What spell? Even the hardiest creatures to sell. So let me look up the cockatrice's stats very quickly. I really wish it were actually shown in-game. I mean, we just encountered some in the last video, because Shuri's defenses were principally consisting of cockatrices. They're kind of weak in melee. They fly, plus 10 to hit, but their main advantage is a -3 stoning touch attack. And they move very quickly. 2 flying. So they're actually really good against normal units. And less so against... like, most fantastic creatures have good resistance. Although, we'll just go ahead and have one just because... just because. Giant spiders, yeah, it costs twice as much to maintain as a spider unit does. How are we doing on research? It's 220, so let's try setting this to 110, so we can get it in exactly 2 turns. There we go. And this city's probably going to want some kind of garrison, because I just destroyed the normal garrison. Which is fine. My regular units can just sort of be here for a little while. That's no big deal. Okay, so which one were we going into? The sprites? Let's check that out. Oh, a single unit and 2 bears. Well, that's not so bad at all. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and flee. Yeah, my forces did not die completely as a result of that, which is good to see. But now I know exactly what's there, so I can say pretty definitively that this army here is going to be grossly overkill. Fantastic units don't make a good garrison, so we'll just send them over. And I have pathfinding, so I don't even need to follow the road. Oh, no garrison and still no unrest. Okay. Not bad. Maybe they're happy to have been finally liberated from the evil Shuri. Not living in the shadow of her enchanted fortress might make them happy. I don't know. It actually doesn't. So we're going to have this unit go down here and check out this temple. Oh, lots of rivers and game. This will be a great place for a city, actually. Oh yeah, look at that. 25 plus 20 plus 30. Yes, yes, yes. We'd have to like send a cross-oceanic settler. What are we building in here? Just housing. And we have a bunch of unrest. How about a shrine? 8 turns. Nothing money can't solve. So he has a bunch of sprites and Nagas, but we have a wizard pack. I'm not terribly worried about him. A merchant arrives and offers a magic Canis mace for sale, and it's only 200 gold pieces. +1 attack, +1 defense. I don't think I have any heroes that can currently use this, unfortunately. Shuri already has a weapon that does much the same thing, so I'm going to have to reject it. Okay, now that we have a bank, we should probably build at least a token garrison. How much producing do we make per turn? 50-something? No, that costs me gold per turn. I really don't want to spend gold per turn. Just Spearman will do. And we have the Shrine. That will reduce unrest. The Temple will reduce unrest further, but right now what we want is Settlers. And you got a Shrine. That will reduce your unrest. So, trolls, the best thing about trolls is they can build war trolls, which are a really, really great unit. Because they move quickly and regenerate, so you can effectively kite with them. And a skilled Parthenon. Although we don't actually need fancy normal units, because we're producing paladins at this point. But we'll go ahead and just build an armory. All right, actually, you need to... why are you standing in this space I need to enter? Oh my god. Stupid idiot. They're not doing anything. You can come back to your town. We have our first unit of paladins with enchanted weapons, +1 to hit. Magic immunity, holy bonus, armor piercing, first strike. These are just fabulous, fabulous units. Magic immunity is amazing. We're going to send them over here as well. And what's in here? A few Death Knights. Okay. And we have a food shortfall. So we're going to have to click somebody off of there. And we're still casting cockatrices. Because we're making... I'm actually second-guessing myself on this. Maybe I don't actually want that. You know, paladins are better than all this stuff. Cockatrices are good. Yeah, we're just gonna... We'll abort the cockatrices spell and cast enchant words instead. That's more immediately useful. Although, how much... If I want to cast Detect Magic, 150, we can cast that next. Alright, we've learned the Warp Creature spell. Oh, Floating Island. Really? Okay, that's a very useful spell, and it's also cheap to research, so... Yeah, when you have this, you don't need ships anymore. So we've got an Animist Guild, or not a Alchemist Guild, I should say. You can build an Animist Guild. Yeah, you have no unrest currently. So that's not the best. The timing on that isn't right. So how about a university? Okay, now I have to cast Enchant Roads. It says the whole screen. So I'm going to believe it. Okay, that was not the whole screen. That was actually quite small. We'll go ahead and cast it again. We want to get this. We want to try to build this, you know, enchanted highway to mirror. Is what we actually want long term. And this spearman we just bought just as a token garrison. That's good. How about what do we want to build next? Stables maybe? Because you don't have an Animist Guild. Yeah, stables are what we want. Wow, I'm making 100 mana per turn. It's pretty good. We don't need any points in research right now, so we can put it all into mana. Now that he's finally vacated that hex, I can actually build a road there. And you can just patrol here, just in case anything untoward were to happen. Yeah, you can rejoin my stack. We'll have this magic spirit reconnoiter the ocean crossing. And that's all good. How are we? What are our cities building? Is there anything like slow building something that needs to be settlers in 7? Yeah, actually, although we're about to be able to enchant a floating island. Yeah, we can actually. This costs 2 gold. We can actually disband this now. Dismiss. Go away. We have floating islands. We don't need you. Okay, do we have that? No, we don't have enchant item yet. What a shame. Chaos Channels is a useful spell that I'm going to want to cast at some point. In fact, I'm going to want to start casting it on my paladins. So, we'll go ahead and start researching that. And we'll bump up our spell research to 200. We want to get that in 2 turns if we can. Or 100, we'll get it in 4 turns. If I set it this high up, would I be actually losing mana, maybe? Possibly. What's in here? Nothing. I just get 67 mana crystals. Okay, not bad. And you're gonna build. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna move here. You're going to stop doing that. And then all of this together sprites and warbears, yeah. This is probably sufficient to take the more difficult one. But we should... Oh wow, they almost destroyed my sprites. Alright, so I should counterattack with my own sprites. Wow, that was extremely potent. Okay, Zaldron, give me a unit of Phantom Warriors. And my priests can fire some magical attacks. And my spiders will web them, because we can. By the way, the nice thing about paladins is that they have this cool holy bonus. That's why you see this golden icon here. So all my units have an extra point of melee armor and resistance, including the enchanted ones. Okay, well that was very lame. Surprised they're not dead yet. Yeah, we'll just use regular attacks here. There we go. And you have not taken your turn. You have. Okay. More ranged attacks. Ranged attacks. No? Okay, melee it is. We get 157 mana, crystals, and a Warbear's spell. A little late in the game to be bothering with that, but good to have nonetheless. If nothing else, it's trade bait. Some additional XP as well. I want to build the road over here. And we're still currently casting Enchant Road. We're still making 38 mana per turn. Okay, yeah, so I'm okay doing the 200 research thing. Although it's actually only 197 now. Why is that? I don't know. Yeah, 400. We want 200, so we get it in 2 turns. Okay, we've built a stables. That allows us to get the Animist skill, which we can get in 6 turns. And you don't have a university yet. You don't have a Miners Guild either. You do have a metal deposit, so go ahead and build a Miners Guild. Yeah, you can... That's kind of important. You can hurry it up. You've built a university. That gives us research, which is good. A bank increases taxable income. Yeah, that's... 10 gold per turn is kind of a lot. So we're going to want the bank. Okay, so this square here is the best place to put the Enchanted Roads spell. So now we have an Enchanted Road all through here. Okay, this unit is badly injured, so we're going to remove you from the fight. We'll put you back in the city for now. Everyone else looks good to go. Our priests here will... Like, the healing spell will be nice, as will the healer ability. And actually, is that an instant if I want to do it? The resist elements. Yes, it is. So what is in here? Fire Elemental and Hellhounds. Okay, those don't have potent ranged attacks, so I'm okay just full speed ahead. That is a lot of Fire Elementals. And they have fire immunity. And poison immunity. And stoning. Yeah, stoning immunity. Okay, so my spiders are going to want to line up. They're going to want to fight the hellhounds. They don't have illusion immunity, I will note. So let's go ahead. Oh, actually, we want Zaldron here. So he has an 11 strength attack. That will actually probably do quite a lot of damage to these fire elementals. Although that 12 strength attack only did 1 point of damage. We're going to try... Yeah, a fire elemental of our own would not be the most economic use. We'll build some Phantom Warriors. These guys are quite good. We'll just go straight ahead. And we'll actually web these here in the back. That's okay. If he wants to attack my Phantom Warriors, I'm fine with that. Oh, wow. It just destroyed the entire fire elemental. Oh yeah, because they all get the +1 bonus from the holy bonus. That's right. Yeah, that's a potent ability. All right, we're gonna send our paladins up against the hellhounds and quite easily kill quite a lot of them. Meanwhile, we're going to cast more Phantom Warriors, because it's apparently super effective. Oh, wow. That was brilliant. Oh, these all have 5 ranged attack. Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, there's no point in even I mean, we'll advance them a little bit because we can, but we don't even need our spiders in this combat, I don't think. Okay, well that one did not go so well. We'll send the paladins. They will easily dispatch the fire elemental, again with taking no damage. That's a 12-point attack. And they just shrugged it off like it was nothing. That is quite impressive. That ranged attack did not do much. Neither did that. Okay, we're going to move in and attack the hellhounds. There we go. And we'll throw yet more Phantom Warriors. Alright, we'll just finish this off. Excellent. We earn a fame. We've also found 747 gold pieces. Okay, yeah, you can just hang out there and heal up a little bit. Did we check out this one? We have not. So, let's see what's in there. 67 gold, not bad. Oh, this has been going on quite a while. We're going to put a cut in here. Thank you all so much for watching. Next episode, I think what we're going to do is consider going into this unicorn nest. Or maybe some of these other ones. Gargoyles ought to be pretty easy because they have high armor and my paladins have armor piercing. And we're going to have a second one come off the assembly line very soon, next turn. I also have a huge food deficit I need to deal with. Okay, well, I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching.